Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you today live, without further ado, he is the Morning Gardener. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My new fruit trees finally got here that I put the order in some months ago during the season when the time when they weren't shipping. But here it is. It's the box there. I guess you can see that. And we're going to go outside and put them in the ground. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. It's always fun when you're planting. Here we go. The trees here have been soaking in this container of water for about 2 hours. And you can see the labeling here. This is a Bing, it's a dwarf, and the other one is black tortellini. So we're going to plant these up. Now the one I'm going to put in this hole here is going to be the Bing. So let's go to that. Okay, I didn't take you through all the time of digging a hole. I think all of you know how to dig a hole. So here's what we got. We got a hole here, and then we have a bare root tree. This is a bare root tree. I tend not to dig mine very deep because this soil here is kind of luminous, but it's also kind of clay-like. Now in this receptacle here, that is some worm castings, and it also is some compost I made here at my home. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to go in and get a small amount of the material. Just a small amount. See, it's got worms in it and everything. Put a tiny bit in the hole. Not a lot. Okay, and then we're going to put the tree in. I'm not going to take you through a lot of that, but what we're going to do is put the tree in straight. Now each of these trees here, this is high density planting. I'm using this bar here to mark it. These trees are 21 inches apart, and these are dwarf fruit trees. As I said before, these are cherry trees. Okay, so we're going to put this one in. Okay, the tree is in its hole. Let me let you get a good look at that tree. Next to it is a tree that's called it's a cherry tree. It's called Charlotte. Okay, it's much more established, as you can obviously see. But here's the one next to it. Now, we didn't tamp it in because this is something I stopped doing. I stopped tamping trees in. I don't like to do that to the roots, so we're going to water it in. Okay. Give it a good watering. Even though it was watered last night about 2 inches, you're going to water this in real good. That will get rid of all the air pockets. No more tamping. Don't do that. Just water it in. And I'll come back out later and I'll check it. It's about 34 degrees now today. Maybe high temperature today was 40. Okay, that's good. Okay. Alright, we're going to move on to the next one. But that's how you do the tree. You do not tamp it. Do not, because that really packs the soil really tight so that the plant roots have a hard time establishing themselves. So just simply water in. That will pull the soil around all the little feeder roots and the tap root, and it will in turn help this tree to get established a lot quicker. Okay, here we are. The best time to purchase bare root trees is in the fall. Look at the roots on this tree here. I just want you to see that. You cannot get this later on in the spring once the demand is on real heavy. You cannot get this. You will get not even a quarter of this root development. Alright, now this one here, as I said, this is the, what's this one here? This one is the tortellini right here. And it's being planted over here in the corner. The tortellini going to go in that hole. We're going to size it up, see how it looks. We're going to have to go a little deeper with this one. And like I said before, I'm not taking through the digging method. But let me show you what I did here. Let me lay this to the side for a second. This tool I'm using to measure from one to the other. You can adjust the distance, but I'll lay it here. And I try to get both trees 20 20 inches apart. That simply means that these trees will look like they were planted with some kind of organization. Now, by them being planted this close together, these trees will compete for nutrients, sunlight, water, you name it. They will compete. So that will in turn make the trees stay small. It will also diminish a little bit of their fruit, but all in all, with these trees together, one thing I'm not going to have an issue with is pollination. Also, the times of year that they produce is going to be absolutely one after the other. Okay, I'm going to cut this off now, and we're going to put this tree in the ground the same manner and water it in. Okay, there we are. We have it in place. You see the tool there measuring it from this tree to this tree here. It's called high density planting. So that will mean that this tree is in the ground. We put a little bit of the compost in the container in, like I showed you over here. Let me show you again. This is a mixture of worm castings and also homemade compost. We're going to water it in now. No tamping. No tamping the tree in. This will get rid of all air pockets in the soil. Help this tree get established a lot quicker. It rained last night about 1.5 to 2 inches. We're going to really water this in, and it's done. No tamping. That will damage the roots. That will pack the soil tight. And that's it. See the water around it? It's going to settle down just like it did on this one over here. And if I care to put a little bit more water on this one, fine. Gotta cut the nozzle down some. Don't want to move the tree. See that? And those trees are done. It took me 30 minutes. This time of year, the soil is really loose. See here, that's really loose soil this time of year. You could just, right in the ground, pop it out, and that's all black soil. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. Yeah!